Alright, what's going on, guys? I'm showing you guys how to make like a Lil Peep type beat. Because I made one, and so let's just get right into it. So basically, what you're gonna want to find first is a guitar sample. It can be really any sample. I just got one from a cinematics pack that I downloaded from the website. So basically, let's just listen to the sample by itself because I have a couple effects on it. So I also had to chop it because it was going off of tempo. So keep in mind of that too. Okay, so notice how it sounds kind of choppy and shit. So I have a gross beat that kind of fixes that too. But I had to do this so that it was going on time. So let's go ahead and listen with the effects. So what I have on here is an effect rack, which I can open up this. It's just crystal core or choir or whatever. I don't fucking care. In the guitar section. So let's go and listen to that by itself. So you can notice how it's kind of stopping, and so I put a gross beat on it to kind of compensate with that. So no chopping at all, so we're pretty good. And so then I just EQ'd it or whatever to make it fit in with the thing. Hold on, let me take off the master too, so you can just hear the mix. Alright, I'll do that after. So you can tell, kind of just fits. So after I had that, then I added a clap, which all these claps are from the cinematics kit Diamonds, which you can obviously tell. So let's go ahead and go through the drums one by one. So for the clap, this is what it sounds like by itself. But then I had a effect on it that gave it this really cool reverb, which is effect rack as well, which is just ambient space in the I think spaces section. It's legit the first one. And then I just EQ'd the low end out, and then I did this because the reverb was a little bit too aggressive. So let's hear that now. So it kind of goes out and then it goes right into the mono section, so I think that's pretty cool. So now we have the kick, which this kick has like a real drum sound. So let me find that kick really quick. So I think it's this one. It kind of has this really cool real drum authentic sound rather than the generated kicks from like oscillators that has distortion on it. So I think that's pretty cool. So I just put a EQ on this just to get rid of some high end. Really didn't want to touch the kick that much because I wanted it to be as full as possible. So now I guess we can hear the kick pattern, or you can look at it. I don't really want to play the entire thing. Really basic. And then it just loops throughout the entire song. So now the hi-hat pattern. I don't think I did really anything too special with this. I just put a stereo enhancer on it so you can hear that. Just kind of basic, nothing really too crazy. Couple, rolls here and there, and then some, octave changes to just give it some rhythm. And so now we have the percussion shot. Now these percussion shots are really important to be like unique or different, or like they have to sound authentic. They can't sound like fake. So I added a tambourine. And then on this one, I just panned it. Not legit, nothing's on it. I don't know what the fuck this is. Oh wait. Okay, I don't know what the fuck that was. I think I don't know. Whatever. We'll look at that. But then the other shot is kind of real sounding too. Which a whole lot of these are in the Diamonds pack. Lots of unique sounds and stuff inside there. And so now we can look at the hi-hat, quote unquote, but the open hi-hat. So let's go ahead and listen to that. I just panned it. And then I'm not sure if I use this, but this thing is just legit like background noise. I'm pretty sure I use this. and literally it's looping reverb, and so it kind of just sits in the background. It just adds some ambience at least. Like I put the opacity kind of down. Okay, so now that we have that, which I'm gonna mute this, a little annoying. So for this snare, it was just to add some low end to the main snare. So you can kind of see on the EQ that there is some low end. You know, you can kind of hear that. But I was just trying to make it, you know, a little bit fuller, you know, because this snare is kind of in the high end. So yeah. So now the 808 and respace. This respace is really important because it really sets up for the drop. And so what I did is notice that that it's literally going like it's distorting, but in the mix I made it to where it sounds like it's distorting this bass, but it doesn't distort anything else. Like it's a weird mixing technique that I learned. But literally it's like so full. And it legit just shakes fucking everything. So that's like really important, a really important thing to do. But this 808, you don't want to force it too much, or you don't want it to be too overpowering, rather. So you can kind of hear. So I have a couple things here. I didn't use this. So this is what it sounds like by itself. So very basic. But with EQ, has a lot of low mids, or the bass rather, where you can feel like the treble. A lot of people use this to make their 808s, the distortion sound very very prominent or whatever. So if you ever want your 808s to kind of stand out, this is what I would recommend you to do. And a lot of Lil Peep beats, this is kind of what people do, and so I just did that. And so now you can, you know, hear it. Sounds kind of fuller than this. A lot more low mids. So the respace, which I already showed you that. Okay, so now the last thing is the chords. So these chords I build based off of the sample. Now if you don't know how to do this, I can make a tutorial on how to build chords based off of samples. They're really easy, like honestly. But I just made these chords, and so let's go ahead and listen to it. I'll play it without the sample first, and then I'll play it with the sample. And then I'll show you the effects. So stereo enhancer, EQ, very basic. So let's go ahead and hear the sorry if you hear some fucking kid crying in the background. Some fucking annoying ass kid, dude. But anyways, so let's go ahead and hear this these chords. Very pretty. And then I have another one that adds some top notes, because that's where like the singing harmonics really come in. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So with the sample, it kind of just follows the chords that are kind of being played here, but it also follows the bass notes. Because there really isn't like any chords playing here, but if there was, it'd be these ones. Shit. Okay. And so that's pretty much it. So if I play it all together, now the mastering, I don't really want to show you guys that because it's my secret chain or whatever. But all I can say is pretty much it's just being enhanced with some high end and then also some just some compression just to make this mix stand out or whatnot. So I'll play it without the master and then with. So let's go ahead and hear it without first. Sounds very quiet, and the kick, you know, really just overpowering. But then if I put the mix on, we can hear that. that's pretty much it. If you guys want to see any other tutorials or whatever, I'm willing to do them. But just only if you guys want to see them. Just wanted to do this because I was bored as fuck. Um, and so I guess I'll link the full beat in the description. And thank you.